So I'm in the middle of converting my Alesis DM10X drum set into using heads and cones and kind of this set that's provided by 682Drums. I got a full set, and with the DM10X there's different size drums. This is a 10-inch, this is a 12-inch, and there's 8-inch there. So there's a couple 10 inches, a few 12 inches, and one 8. The instructions for replacing all the stuff on the inside from 682Drums is honestly not very good. They have a slideshow kind of thing on YouTube where you kind of cross your fingers and go into it hoping you're doing it right. I thought it was kind of straightforward, but there were some things that I had questions of that the YouTube video didn't really go over. So this is a video about how to upgrade your drums using the 682Drums mesh head kit. So first of all, I should say that you don't need to take your drums off of your set when you're replacing it. It's actually easier to just leave it as it is because it's kind of on a table per se. So I've sped up this video a little bit by already removing these bolts, but that's the first step. Get rid of your bolts, and the first thing I'm going to do is upgrade this guy, which is a Type B head. There's two different types currently with Alesis. There's Type A, which is this guy. It has different internals than Type B, which is this guy. So I'm going to do Type B first, just because. So I'm going to put this down somewhere and pull the head off. Put this aside. Type B is identified by seeing only one foam inside of this drum. Now, actually, while I'm on the topic, let me pull this off and you can see what I mean. This is Type A. Type A has two foams underneath this main foam. There's this guy and this guy. So there's a different procedure for upgrading both. Type B is slightly easier, so let's just go ahead and do that. So firstly, grab this foam, kind of pick it up, and be careful not to yank these wires. That's important. If you pick it up too fast, it's easy to tug on these things. So this foam and this plate is not going to be used in this conversion, so we're going to just pull this off. As you're doing this, of course be careful, but I wanted to be kind of picky and make it look really pretty and get rid of the adhesive and stuff, but you don't see this after it's converted. There's actually a cover that covers these little guys, so if your first reaction is to pretty it up, don't bother, you're not going to see it. So pick these all off, and there we have it. They're all pulled off. Take this, a really gooby, there we go. Put this aside, and this is simply just not going to be used anymore, along with the head and some other stuff. So we're going to put this aside as well. And this foam on the inside here also needs to go. This is not going to be used. So you could get your soldering iron out, or the easy way to do this is to just take some scissors and just snip through it. If you decide to go back and put these heads in, of course cutting it is going to be voiding your warranty. You just saw a real live warranty void right there. But you can put it back together if you really wanted to. You just have to put all this adhesive and stuff on there, I suppose. But try this thing. Try this conversion. And there is no way you're going to go back to the original heads unless you're trying to sell off your DM10 and you need to keep your heads because they were too good to you. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. So after we have this all bare metal, bare plastic, then you're going to take these foam guys that they include and stick them all around that piezo. I like to mind the wire and kind of put it around that wire to make it look good. But we're going to put all 4 of these on here. So here's another one. It doesn't have to really be exact. And you're not going to see this too, so don't worry about being particular. Just kind of be tidy. If it is like really off, then maybe it will trigger differently, but not much. So, okay, we got all those 4 there. Then we're going to peel these off because they're double-sided foams. Like that. And this is the part that confused me. I didn't know if it was supposed to be facing this way or this way. It made sense that it would be facing this way, but there is a part of their installation video where it looks like this through one of these guys, and it got me kind of confused, but it simply made sense to have the piezo side out. I mean, kind of duh, but I wanted to make sure. So then what you do is get this, get this about centered like that and lay it down on there. Then you take one of these kind of cardboard foam deals and we're going to lay it over like that. But before we do that, there's more double-sided sticky tape. So we're going to peel these guys off. Try to get this one-handed here. How dexterous is Max? Here we go. That one. This one. This one. And this one. That's right, I'm doing all this one-handed. So if I can do this one-handed, then you can do this, well, more-handed, I don't know. And kind of same thing with these wires and stuff. Try to make this adhesive line up to the wires here, just so that like it'll stick in a common spot. And lay it about equal right there. So you want to get it right center, just like that. And then give it a little squeeze. No big deal. Okay, so now we have that. These little orange cones go on the top. There is some double-sided sticky tape that they give you, but it's so, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's really thin, so you might even see this as a sticker. Like, it's so hard to really tell, but they show you in the diagram to put it on here first, but I found that to be a lot more difficult than just putting it right on the foam first. And you get the same thing. So I'm going to put it on the foam, and then when you peel it, this is going to be hard to film. This is something I actually have to do with 2 hands. But pull this tab up. Let the camera focus. Pull the tab up. The camera, there we go. Pull that tab up, and then you'll see the adhesive underneath there. You're gonna have to pretend because this camera is not working with me. And kind of stick your fingernail under it and kind of pick it onto the foam, and then you can pull it off. I'm going to set the camera down super quick and get that started so you can see what that looks like, and then we'll resume from there. So cue the waiting room music. I'm going to just be pulling this thing off. Pull, pull, pull. There we go. Okay. So I kind of picked at it, and I peeled that off like that. So then you can just kind of peel this foam off. One-handed. I'm going to put this down again until you end up with this. It doesn't have to be perfect again, whatever. And then this gets placed right in the center of your piezo, just like that, and you are done. That's a Type B drum. From here, obviously, you would put the head on, which from 682Drums, they come in these little guys here. So you put this on here. If you care, you can align the logo to your drum and then put this back on. Now, I like to get my drums on real super tight. I don't care if they feel like acoustics. I love the bounce. I think it enables creativity a lot. You can do a lot with fills and rolls and stuff that go beyond what an acoustic set is capable of. Not to compare, but it allows more possibilities with the length of your bounce. So I tighten my drums down real tight, and you would do the same here. The nice thing about electronic drums is you don't have to tune them. They're just mesh. They're just responding to piezo stuff. So tune these bits just about right. Kind of in the same principle as tuning an acoustic set, like tune it here, tighten it here, you know. Get it kind of even as you go around, and then get it about the same finger tight. If it's like really tight here and super loose here, then the response through the drum is going to be a little bit different. But these are particulars you'll figure out. Let's move on to the Type A drum. So this guy is actually easier to do. If we pull this out a little bit, you'll see that this foam is kind of stuck together. What we want to do is pull, be careful of wires here, pull this lower foam off of this guy, one-handed, and like that. And then we're just going to cut this off with scissors, like this. If you're watching this video thinking, I kind of want these drums, but I don't want to hack up my DM10, just don't think that way anymore, please. Like, seriously, these drums are an enormous upgrade. Enormous. I have another video that I just uploaded about comparing the responsiveness and the bounce of the drum with a Marsh UDS Soviet analog kit, and just watch it. You'll see what I mean. The difference is so substantial. So let's keep going. I kind of want to get this wire out of the way, so I'm going to pull this out and just kind of fold it back here. You don't really need to do that. But as you saw, I pulled off that foam and I flipped the head over. The piezo is already facing us and everything, so this is already over halfway done. Now what we do is take one of these cardboard inserts and just kind of rinse and repeat from the last drum. So we're going to pull these off, pull this off. You know what we do with this one? Yeah, pull this off. We don't pull this one off though. Just kidding, we pull this off. I'm so funny. Gotcha. And then align that adhesive here. So there's a gap right here, goes right here. I'm not sure if they're consistent with these guys, so double check. But anyway, I'm going to put this on here, get it about center, like that. So avoid alcohol so you can do these things centered. And then you're going to get more of these guys. You're probably like bored and about to skip this part because you've already seen it. Good on you, you should, because this is the same. So get that on there. I'm going to pick with my fingernail and put the phone down. Okay, the phone is down. I'm picking with my fingernail. And I've just picked it off. And it looks like that. And I'm picking off the cover with the foam. There's the adhesive. And then smack her on there. Just like that. No problemo. And then you take, oh wait, you take your mesh head. And this guy goes on there. So there you have it. That's how to do both drums. not too bad. And keep in mind that this video covered some extra information. It covered doing both drums. If you have the DM10, you probably don't even have this Type B head. And I did this without even taking these drums off of the set. So, pretty easy. Look, it's almost done already. Yeah, anyway, you should check out the other video, but let me show you a quick comparison of these drums before I exit with you. Do you hear that bounce? I need to tighten this guy, but here, look at that, compared to, yeah, you want these. Anyway, this is how you do it. Hopefully this helps, and I don't know, something clever and punny about drums. See you later, YouTube.